It is a warm welcome to yet another episode of Crime and Road Safety Watch, a program brought to you by the Zimbabwe Republic Police. My name is Onisisa Sivanda. It feels good to be back. We start off with a story where a delegation led by the Commissioner General of Police, Thandabantu Godwin Matanga, toured the Museum of the African Liberation, which is still under construction near the Heroes Eka, adjacent to the Harare-Bulawayo Highway. Police officers will indeed be part of this monument, said the Commissioner General of Police.
On behalf of the Zimbabwe Public Police, I would like to thank the management of this place, the Liberation Museum, through Ambassador Musawazi. As an organization, it's a good insight to know what is happening in our country on behalf of the whole continent. I want to assure the museum authorities that from now on we'll be encouraged to bring in our officers so that they learn more information about ourselves as Zimbabweans and also as a continent at large. But otherwise, we want to thank the management once more for accepting our coming here, for imparting the information about the museum to us.
Moving on, a fortnight ago we carried a story where police in Manicaland who were conducting festive season road safety awareness campaigns recovered a stolen car. Police is pleased to announce that the accused person who was on the run has since been apprehended and brought before the court. We visited Vehicle Theft Squad Harare for more on this case.
On 10 January 2024, the accused person, Promise Maguire, was arrested by our sister department in Mutare. We were informed of his arrest. We sent a team to Mutare who went there and carried out some interviews. The accused person admitted to have stolen the motor vehicle from White House in Harare. He was charged for theft of that motor vehicle and taken to Mutare Magistrates Court. He appeared in court on 12 January 2024, where he was tried and convicted of the theft. He was remanded in custody to the 22nd of January 2024 for sentence.
Moving on, following an upsurge of robbery cases throughout the country, police heightened its operations targeting perpetrators of such crimes. This has resulted in the arrests of numerous criminals across the country. In Masvingo, Criminal Investigations Department accounted for 4 accused persons and recovered some property. Let us hear more.
As Masvingo CID, we received numerous reports of armed robberies within Masvingo CBD and surrounding locations. Cases were taken over from our stations and we carried out investigations. The investigation led us to the whereabouts of one of accused who was in the Kwekwe area. Our members proceeded to Kwekwe and they managed to arrest the accused. Upon interviewing that accused, he led the detectives to the other 4 accused who were actually in Gweru. Our members proceeded to Gweru and they managed to arrest the other 3 who were outstanding. During interviews, our members managed to recover some of the stolen properties which were actually in the Gweru area before they came to Masvingo. The 4 accused led us to the clearance of 3 armed cases which occurred in Gweru and 1 unlawful entry which actually occurred in Gweru as well. The 4 accused were taken to Masvingo Major's Court where they were remanded in custody to the 31st of January.
Moving on to Mashonaland East Province, police have arrested a 38-year-old Brighton Karima for cultivation of Daha without a license. Let us find out more.
Sitarapi Nyamabanda recently arrested a suspect Brighton, age 32 years, of Chivaka village Chief Mkota Mudzi for cultivation of Daga. We received information from the public and swiftly reacted. We managed to recover 27 plants from his garden with an average height of 2 meters. 2 grams had already been processed. We warn the public that cultivation of daga without a license is illegal, and those found on the wrong side of the law will be arrested. We would like to thank our stakeholders for their continuous support in bringing information to the police. This will go a long way in fighting this scourge of drug abuse and crime in general.
Follow laid down procedures for cultivation of daga so that you do not find yourself in trouble with the law. Join us in the second segment of Crime and Road Safety Watch. We're in the second segment of Crime and Road Safety Watch. Zeterapi Kadoma Central is looking for a criminal gang of at least 6 people that murdered a Kadoma man, Arnold Shingirirai Damba, who was aged 26. The murder incident happened just after 2200 hours on the 6th of January 2023 near Flypass Hardware along the Harare-Bulawayo Road in Kadoma. Circumstances are that Arnold Shingirirai Damba, his cousin and a friend were on their way home when suddenly 2 people started following them. An altercation ensued after Arnold asked the duo to stop following them. In a short moment, more men came out of the surrounding bushes and seriously assaulted Arnold and his 2 accomplices. Arnold's cousin and their friend managed to escape while the notorious gang continued to assault Arnold, causing injuries that later led to his death. Police found 1 black cap, white sun hat, black sunglasses, black right side sandals, all of which are suspected to belong to the suspects at the scene of crime. Anyone with information that may help to arrest this gang should contact any nearest police establishment or call us on the National Complaints Desk number 0242 703 631. In other news, police officers have the primary objective of maintaining law and order. However, there are some dangers which come with law enforcement. Some may lead to injury, and in worst cases may lead to death. In one recent fatal accident, police lost Sergeant Mironga Eunice after she was hit by a wheel which disengaged from a haulage truck near Marondera. On her burial, the officer commanding Marondera District, Chief Superintendent Peter Mtetwa, read the speech from the Commissioner General of Police.
Taungana pano kuzochema nekuradzika mupurisa wedu Sergeant Mironga Eunice. Uyo akatisiya mushure mekukuvara patsaona yemumugwagwa. Ndino kurudzira isu tasara kuti tishingaire kuita zvakanaka nekuti hama yedu apedza rake basa. Aiva mukadzi anga akazvipira pabasa rake nekumhuri yake. Sergeant Mironga Eunice aive achidadisa pabasa rake. Vende rasiwa naye harina acharivhara.
Talking about accidents, motorists are being warned against failing to report road accidents should they be involved in any. This is a serious offense. In a disturbing incident, police is investigating a suspected hit-and-run accident where a man was found dead along the Harare-Shamba Road. We spoke to Officer in Charge Murewa Traffic, Inspector Eden Kawocha, about this.
As Murewa Traffic, we have recorded an increase in hit-and-run cases whereby pedestrians are hit by vehicles which do not stop after the incidents. We encourage motorists to stop whenever they are involved in a road traffic accident and do whatever is necessary to save life. On a sad note, along the Harare-Shamva road, a male adult was found dead along the road with his head crushed. Further investigations revealed that he was in possession of alcohol in his pocket. This is a clear reflection that drug abuse is also contributing to this scourge. We also encourage pedestrians to be alert when they are crossing major highways. They should look both sides before they cross. To those who will be walking along the highways, we encourage them to be very alert as we are experiencing a number of accidents involving dislodged wheels which fatally hit pedestrians along the way.
Moving on to this week's traffic safety segment, the government, through the Ministry of Transport and Infrastructural Development, is not tiring in its efforts to improve road safety through the rehabilitation of major highways under the Emergency Road Rehabilitation Program. Recently, it was all smiles for the residents of Midlands Province following the groundbreaking ceremony marking the beginning of roadworks on the Mandamabwe-Shurugwi Road.
This has been a topical road, Shurugwi-Mandamabwe, and you can witness we are right at the border of Masvingo Province and Midland Province. And alas, if you are coming from Masvingo, it's carpet. And when you start here, you see mushrooming of potholes. So for quite a number of days, I've been having calls from the local leadership, the local MP, and also even from the Minister of State to say, when are you coming to Shurugwi-Mandamabwe? But I want to thank the listening president that we have, Comrade Dr. who has been running each and every day trying to mobilize resources for our country. As you know that we are under very punitive legal sanctions, where we cannot tap into other jurisdictions in terms of concession facilities. But we are managing from our own resources. So I'm happy that today we are here to fulfill the mandate of the ministry that we must have trafficable roads, navigable roads, and this is what we are doing. And it is also a humble plea to the people of Zimbabwe to say, whenever we say Nika Inovakwa Nevenevayu is saluted by His Excellency Comrade Dr. Masota, this is what we need. So you find that even employment creation, the local youths are being recruited by the contractor, and also these issues of quality is of paramount importance to us at Fara. As you can see that we also have the quality resident engineer who will be monitoring this project. So I also want to allay the fears of the citizen that once we rehabilitate the road, we expect the lifespan to be 20 years on average, so that we don't need to revisit the same road. And precisely this is what we are also going to be monitoring together with my team. So I'm happy that today we are here and we will continue. We are not ending here. We also have very topical roads. We have got Blawayo-Nkai Road. We've got even Blawayo Victoria Falls, which is in a sorry state as we speak. But we are saying we are coming there. We are not only going to end on trunk roads, but we're also going to be revisiting the locations so that at the end of the day our road network will be enhanced.
As Midlands Province, today we have been honored by the groundbreaking ceremony of this important road, which we had to approach the highest office for its reconstruction. So we are grateful to His Excellency the President of the Republic, Comrade Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa, for authorizing the reconstruction of this important road in the Midlands, which links provinces like Manicaland, Matabeleland South, and Masvingo. And also economically, you are aware all the trucks, goods and services of our companies in the country and Midlands use this important infrastructure.
Kuti nditende ndodosha zvokutenda asi regai nditi all maministers vari maviri zvamaita nhasi moinda kumukuru wenyika monzi namadzishe matatu eshurugwi nhasi matinunura hondo yanga iri mushurugwi yemhandamabwe boterekwa zvinhu zvafadza.
From that story, we'll take a short break. Join us in the third and final segment. We're in the third and final segment. Dedication to duty is one of the key attributes expected in disciplined organizations like the Zimbabwe Republic Police. Detective Sergeant Mangara of CID headquarters in Bulawayo did exactly that. While attending to a family problem, he went out of his way to apprehend a rapist who was later convicted and sentenced to 20 years imprisonment. Let us hear more from him.
Pakati peintumba nebaba fields pane sango riripo vanhu vazhinji vanoshandisa kugurira kana vachienda kumpilo kuchipatara even dzimwe dzenguva vachienda kutown. So ndonzira yandaishandisa iyoyo. Ndakati ndakusvika padhuze nebaba fields pane njanji iripo. Ndisati ndaicrossa ndo pandakasangana na complainant achifamba nevarume vaviri. But ndichimuona complainant maso make airidza kuti zviro kwazvo pane chimwe chinhu chiri kumutambudza chiri kumunetsa. Pokutanga ndakafunga kuti dzimwe dzenguva ari kunetsana nevarume vaviri vaifamba nawo. Asi ndakati ndive nezvivindi zvokuti ndivhunze. Ndokubva ndati mama musatya zvenyu ndiudzei chii chiri kuitika. Ndiri mupurisa zvenyu musatya. Ndopakatsanangura kuti pane munhu anga achida kumubata chibharo musango. Ndakabvunza kuti vandidescribe kuti munhu akanga akamira sei. Vakati anga akapfeka jacket rehood. Then ndakatarisa musango ndobva ndaona pachinhambwe kuine murume aimanya. Ndokubva ndatanga kumudzingirira. Ndichimudzingirira kudaro pane varume vaviri vakanga vari padhuze naye vaitofamba vachienda kwavaenda. Ndokubva ndashidza kuti kumbira kuti mubatire munhu iyeye. But kwavari vakanga havana kuzvitora, havana kutaridza hanya dzekuti vandibatsire vamurega achienda. Ndokubva ndaramba ndichimudzingirira. Pandaramba ndichimudzingirira akati akuyambuka main road Yellow Road ndo pandakamubata ipapo ndinoda kuti iwo wasungwa. Ndo pandakamukasira kuti ndimuseche kunona kana akanga aine chombo chokutanga akanga asina chombo. Dambudziko zvinoranga manje kubva zvandiri ndega panapa apa ndichamutora sei kuti ndinde naye kupolice station yakanga iri padhuze inova zetherapy CPU Ngoenja. Ndo pakazosvika mumwe warume aifamba nemukadzi yeye. Ndokubva ndamukumbira kuti andibatsire kuti tore musungwa kuti tiende naye kumapurisa. Tiri munzira kuenda kumapurisa ndo pakazoona complainant ari kuda rumwe rutivi rweroad. Ndakamudana ndobva ndavatora vari vese nemusungwa ndobva ndanovasiya maoko emapurisa.
In light of such cases, the Deputy Police Spokesperson, Zetherapy Bulawayo Province, Assistant Inspector Nomalanga Msebele, has these words of advice.
We encourage members of the public not to use shortcuts. Do not use footpaths that cross bushy areas. There are criminals that waylay unsuspecting members of the public and at the end of the day will fall victim and be raped or being robbed. At this rainy season, we also encourage members of the public to move when going to their fields, to move in groups, so that when you're under attack as a group, it will be easier to deal with the intruder, to deal with somebody, to deal with a robber. We encourage members of the public to assist the police when they're effecting an arrest. Police will be trying to weed out criminals from our societies.
In other news, Criminal Investigations Department Masvingo accounted for 6 accused persons who stole processed tobacco which was being transported in a truck.
Recently we received yet another case of robbery whereby a complainant who was driving a truck loaded with processed tobacco from Harare en route to Beitbridge. Upon approaching the 54-kilometer peg along Masvingo Beitbridge Road, he was hijacked by a Toyota D4D which was unregistered and was made to make a U-turn back to Harare. Upon approaching Chatsworth turnoff, he was made to surrender the vehicle. Within a short time, another truck which came from Harare to park, and they offloaded the processed tobacco into a truck which it came from Harare. Then they took the loot to Harare. During investigations, we managed to pick information to the effect that the accused are actually in Harare. Our members proceeded to Harare to carry out some investigations, and they managed to arrest the 6 accused, which led the police to recover 500 processed boxes of tobacco with an approximate value of $140,000. The accused appeared before Masvingo Magistrates Court and they are in remand.
It is now time for people on the police wanted list. Zetera Glenview is looking for Cliff Mutungire of Darerechi Murenga, Newsstands, Glenview 4, Harare, for a case of murder. Tatenda Tawanda Michael Mwito of house number 5, Carvel Drive, Southerton, Harare, is wanted by Southerton Police for a case of murder. Southerton Police is looking for Disciple Maswera of house number 9278, Budiriro 5B, Harare, for a case of rape. Should you have information that may assist in locating any of these wanted persons, feel free to contact any nearest police establishment or contact us on the following details. Our complaints desk number is 0242 703 631. Visit our website www.zrp.gov.zw. You can also link with us on our email, that is feedback@zrp.gov.zw. Talk to us on our Twitter handle @PoliceZimbabwe. You can also like us on our Facebook page, Zimbabwe Republic Police. You can watch all Crime and Road Safety Watch episodes on our ZRP YouTube channel, Zimbabwe Republic Police. It has been a pleasure having you along. From me and the Crime and Road Safety Watch crew behind the scenes, pleasant viewing.